Hello YouTube, it's your boy D, giving you this week's new series entitled called Love After Lockup. I didn't see this episode, I didn't even know the series was on, so I'm basically gonna watch the second episode today so I can get caught up basically. So basically I'm gonna give you this is gonna be the first episode of Love After Lockup. It's basically a show of people finding love after prison, and they're gonna marry them. In all these cases, they marry them online, and you know how it goes. Some people gonna support it, some people won't support it. So let's get into the recap of this episode. This is the first episode. I actually just saw this. I was watching the show like an hour ago, so I took notes on it. So bear with me. Let's go on this ride on this episode. When you look at the notes, this is the first episode entitled "From Felon to Fiance." And this starts over with Johnna, how he's, and how she meets her boyfriend. Oh no, actually no. This starts over with Lizzie and Scott. Scott meets Lizzie online. Basically, Lizzie was in prison for drugs and burglary, all that kind of stuff. And Scott is in love. Scott's an older gentleman. He probably like in his 50s, 60s. I say his early 50s, late 50s. He has a son. So basically, he meets her online. And he's excited. He excited to meet her, see her, and wants to marry her. And we find out that Lizzie was online using men to get money. She basically was a gold digger trick. And I'm kind of like, you just met the woman. You ain't really got to know her. You just know her via text, via, going to prison. You see her probably hold her hands, do a little kissing. So you want to marry her on the spot. You ain't see her family. You ain't meet her family. But you ready to say, hey, I want to marry her. And just say, you know what? To a total stranger. And just give my life and say, screw it. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it's up to them. That's their lives or whatever. Me, I will be kind of worried because I wouldn't do it because you don't know what you get into and you're basically just asking for disaster, basically. But that's just my thoughts. That's what I feel. That's what I'm going by. So basically, AKA 411. His son is probably worried about his dad being hurt, and I don't blame him. So he apparently exciting. So that was that. All right, the next characters we have is Johnna. I probably pronounce her name and Garrett. Johnna met Garrett in prison. This is she was in Florida, and the other one, Scott and Liz. I think they're in California. So there you go. Basically, and Johnna meets Garrett online. See a thing, all the prisoners online, and she wants to marry him. She wants a wedding, a mermaid wedding. She wants her father to be there for a walk down the aisle, all that good stuff. And Gary's was in prison for burglary, drugs, all his life, basically. I think he was in prison since at 18 years old. So he's basically in prison at 18 years old and all that good stuff, right? He's in prison for 18 years old. So she wants Gary to get a job, which is going to probably kind of hard because she wants him to get a job out of the way, which is, again, it's kind of hard. It's hard because when you're convicted felony, it's very hard to get a job. Unless he has a prison program like Release. If you've seen Release, sometimes these prisons have programs for them to get jobs. So hopefully they has a program for him to get a job who could help him get a job, because it'll be hard for them to get a job on their own. I believe she got a house for them because he couldn't get a house because he's a convicted felon, and basically has her father being a handyman fixing all the house, repairing the house. Speaking of her father is not really doesn't want her daughter to get hurt. He doesn't really, you know, like most fathers are concerned for their daughter, saying, "I don't want you to get hurt because you have problems with your past relationships with your two boyfriends who cheat on you, and now you just kind of go into another relationship. You haven't probably even healed for the other two relationships, right? And you just jumping in." And she says, "Well, it's gonna work out because they say, but she ain't really living in." And she says 24, so she's very young. She ain't lived life. She's wet behind the ears, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? She's wet behind the ears and all that good stuff. So basically, she just wants to get married, and she, like I said, dad's worried about her getting hurt. In fact, while I'm on it, I'm just gonna continue with with them. Basically, she went to the store. She went to a lingerie store to wear something sexy for her man. Her man is obviously excited because he didn't have sex in the prison. So he wanted the goodies. All the whole time I want to see the goodies so he can, get some blessings too. You know what I'm saying? And she wants to show him the goodies. So I was like, okay, whatever. And she's like, she don't want to be a baby mama. Okay. I was like, okay, all right, I'll go on with this story on. And she finally gets to see her man Garrett out of prison. She's excited. She's hugging him, kissing him, and all that good stuff. So I'm hoping this whole thing gonna work out. I have concerns with the relationship because I think they're very young. I think Gary really don't want to get married. I think he just wants to get out and have somebody live. I think he wants to have somebody to support him, and she's obviously going to support him. In fact, she got a house for him, so he probably won't get used to staying home, and he just wants somebody to be blessed. So I don't think he's ready to be mature enough to be married and do that. I think he's just saying anything to get out of prison, giving her what she wants to hear, and then I think she's gonna get hurt, and then she's gonna take it hard. So I would watch out for that relationship. That's just my prediction on that one. So that pretty much was that scene. Then we have another scene with Lamar and Adrian. We don't see Lamar in this episode. In fact, we don't really see Lamar. We only hear about Lamar by Adrian. Adrian is a single mom for 12 years, and she basically wants to get her love life on because she just ready to get the love juices going, so to speak. Right? She wants the love juices to go on. But we find out that Lamar has spent 18 years in prison for armed robbery. And in fact, they come from two different worlds. In fact, Adrian is a Mormon from Utah, and Lamar is a gangbanger from LA. I just want to know if he's a Crip or Blood. I just want to know, is he a Crip or Blood? Just want to get that out there. And we found that Michelle is Andrea's friend, and she doesn't want Andrea wants her to marry him because, again, she's like, you marrying a prison person. He's in prison. He's not good for the kids. He's robbery. You don't know if is he ready to be led back into society. Again, you just meeting him online. You have no idea. You haven't really spent time with each other. You haven't spent time. You're just going by texts. You haven't even met the families, and you're just marrying somebody within weeks. I don't get that. Like, what's the point of just wait it out? Just go through the dating phases, actually get them back to society. What's the whole point? Okay, I'm preaching. I know I'm preaching, Doran. Stop preaching, Big D. Stop preaching. Go to the reviews. I'm gonna go to the reviews. I'm going to reviews. All right. We find out they has similar past, that they didn't have parents. Yeah, hurt people won't get married. Okay. We found out in one of the scenes, I'm just going to continue with the storylines with this one because this is like they have Lamar is having like a shower, and she wants to tell her friends about the whole situation, and one of her friends is AJ, and AJ kind of annoys me because she was like, you know what? I'm glad to have a black friend in Utah. I need to have a black friend. Like having a black friend is like a token. Like, ooh, I gotta be a black friend. Look, Mom, I gotta be a black friend. Look at me, I gotta be a black friend. Look, oh my God, I gotta be a black friend. like, was it a token or something? Like, so she's annoys me. And apparently, what was happening in the shower, and she was trying to kind of, Adrian trying to tell him what's going on. Michelle just busted out like, "Hey, dude's in prison." I'm like, "Wow, you just gonna spur it out? You ain't even, you ain't even get the girl time to say something. You just spit it out." Then Adrian had to make some comment, like she had some kind of jewelry on and said, "They'll want to get the jewelry for you from the candy machine prison." I was like, "Girl, you wrong. You are so wrong. I am." And I forgot, and Adrian didn't beat her up. She just walked. Cause I thought for a second she gonna go. I thought she gonna have some Vaseline on the side, put on some tennis shoes, wrap her hair back, and be like, you know what? We get the fight. I was just thinking that's what's gonna go down. I didn't think, you know what I'm saying? I was just thinking that's what's gonna go down. They're gonna get the fighting. They're gonna get violent out, and they're gonna get the fighting. That's what I was thinking. Thankfully, she doesn't, and she just walks out and leaves, and she doesn't want to get hurt. Then we have, I think we have one more. Chris and Allie. Chris is, he was in the Marines. He left the Marines to become an IT, and then he was married for 8 years, but things didn't work out and left. I don't think he has kids in that situation. And he wants to marry this person in prison named Alla, and Alla was a drug user and drug possession. She was on drugs. I think she was on heroin, and she was in prison for about 4 years or 8 years, I forget. And he wants to go see her, but she didn't want her to be. She didn't want him to see her first, so her parents came and see her, and the parents excited to see her, and then of course, and then she got to talk to him, so it was all that. So it was kind of like a hard story. I think that one probably will work out. And we found out his friend, doesn't want him. It's James. Oh, I see. Oh, it's James. And he doesn't want his friends to get hurt, so he's told the friend what's going on. And the friend says, not really sure, but doesn't want him to get hurt. So, like I said, I don't think. I think his relationship probably be the best one because it's gonna look like it's gonna work out, and I think she wants to change. The other ones I'm not really sure. So again, this is the first episode. This came on last week, so I just want to give you the first episode, and I'm going to watch the second episode of this one. So again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell to the right so you can see more of my videos. Come on, be part of my tribe. Comment on my videos, like my videos, and of course share my videos. Anyway, this is your boy D. I'm out.